Is $650,000 enough for retirement? Well, in order to answer that question, we have to consider a number of factors. Your current age and when you retire. Are you going to add between now and the time you retire each month into your investment accounts? What are your expected expenses? How much will you receive from Social Security and when? And what are your future returns? Folks, on this channel, we use the returns for the S&P 500 for the last 100 years, which includes depression type returns, which kind of gives us a worst case scenario. And we simply project ahead to what you might have in the future. So on this channel, we set up spreadsheets. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's say got the $650,000 saved up. Age 55, you can contribute $400 a month. And let's say your Social Security statement says you're going to get $2130 at age 67. And let's say your expected expenses are $5,500. Again, all these are variables that we have to take into account. Now, over the next 12 years from age 55 to age 67, if you wait till then to take Social Security, that's going to mean this 5,500, you're going to need like $7,842 a month to have the same buying power as 5,500. We're using a 3% inflation rate. But this 2130 is going to grow by, we're going to use a COLA of 2.5%, which is what it was this year. So the next 12 years, that 2130 is going to grow to 2865. So these are your future numbers. Your future expenses look like it's going to be around 7842. Social Security around 2865. So you're going to need 4,977 coming from your nest egg. What's that nest egg look like? Starting with $650,000, contributing $400 a month. You can see it going down through there. Over the next 12 years, from age 55 to 67, you would have put in $707,600. And folks, in the worst case scenario, in the last 100 years, which would be using 1930 numbers, you'd have $581,000 to show for it. In other words, everything highlighted in yellow through here means you have less than what you actually put in. As you can see right here, you put in 581,000. You put in 707,000, you only got 581,000 to show for it. Even in the second worst scenario, you only have 607,000 to show for it. In the third worst scenario, you actually have more than what you put in. This is the worst, second worst, third worst, and then we like to look at the 10th worst on this channel because that means 90% of the time you have at least have these kind of numbers going down through here. This is the median. This is the highest amount you're going to see. So again, there's that range from putting in 707,000 over the next 12 years, you'd have 581,000 up to 5.517 million, the median being 2.265. But that's what these numbers show. But folks, even in the worst case scenario, you would not run out of money. Here's the 581,000 you have it after 12 years. You start taking out this 4,977. We're increasing that by 3% a year. And in the worst case scenario, you still do not run out of money. That's what this red row shows us. When you run out of money, if it says over 40 years, it means you don't run out of money. So folks, this 650,000 is so crucial. If you have that at age 55, it looks like you're in good shape, even if we use the worst case scenario numbers for the last 100 years. Now that's going at age 67. What happens if we go at age 66? Watch what happens now. Now, in the worst case scenario, you're running out of money in 24 years. Remember, you're not getting, if you take it at 66, you're not getting 100% of that. You're only getting 93.3%, which is right here. So then, in the worst case scenario, you would have a problem. But every other scenario, you're doing fine. How about age 65? Worst case scenario, you're running out of money in 15 years. Third worst, you're running out of money in 34 years. But again, 90% of the time, your money is not running out. And even in the third worst case scenario, your money is not running out. How about age 64? Still, except for the first, second, and third worst times, you're still not running out of money 90% of the time, retiring at age 64 because you have this $650,000 working for you. How about age 63? Still not running out of money 90% of the time. 62? Still not running out of money. So this 650,000 looks like in most every situation you're going to be just fine. If you're age 55 and want to retire at age 62, 90% of the time you're going to be just fine. It's only these worst case scenarios have any kind of an issue. Now, what would happen if we just changed a couple of variables? Watch what happens if you're actually 57 years old then all these numbers start changing. You're running out of money even quicker. Let's do 50, 59 here. Just seeing if you 90% of the time you're okay. Nope. Now, age 59, you want to go out at 62, which is only 3 years from now. 90% of the time, your money would last 22 years, but that's showing you the difference between age 55 and 59. You're actually having an issue. How about 58? Again, we like to look at this column right here. So, age 58, you have enough time for this money to grow, and you're hitting the better years here. Through the 10th worst time, your money would last 40 years. The first, second, and third, as you see, you're running out of money at age 62. But again, if this was problematic at age 59, that was retiring at age 62. Watch what happens if we go to age 63. This is running out of money in 22 years. Now it's over 40 years. Just waiting that one extra year, allowing these numbers to grow. 10th worst scenario, 90% of the time, your money would last over 40 years. Folks, that's what we do on this channel. We simply set up spreadsheets, we run numbers, we answer questions like this one right here. Is $650,000 enough? Looks like in most cases it is. It depends on when you want to take your Social Security. You take it at age 62 and you're 59 years old, we saw that was a problem. But if you wait one more year, age 63, it would not be a problem. That's what we do on this channel. We set up spreadsheets. We cover all these different concepts, sequence of returns risk. Check out some of the other videos, and we have go more in depth on each of these ones. But we just wanted to kind of cover this. We saw this question, somebody in their mid 50s, is this enough? It all depends on this right here. Please consider subscribing to this channel. Please share this channel with others. Let people know there's a channel out there that run numbers for people and cover concepts like this to help you in your retirement planning. Please like the video and thanks so much for watching.